nerds. Uh, you know what? Say we got some. You know what, you guys? I'm just gonna say, what up, man? What up? What up? What up? I'm just gonna say what I feel. You know, I feel like track. I didn't say she didn't. Listen, I am not doubting Shakari Richardson's win. I'm not doubting Noah's fair and square. You know, listen. What I'm saying is, well, okay. Let's. You know what? You know what? You need some music, man. You need some music. I just needed a little bit of music to intervene before me and this dude get into it. Cause I already see, I already know it's coming. I already know it's coming. All right. Let's go see. I already know it's coming. Okay, congratulations to Sha'Carri Richardson. I want to say that for one, Sha'Carri Richardson ran a 10.65. Now let's analyze that. Let's pick that apart a little bit. The only person who was running close to those times was Shericka Jackson, who ran a 10.65 this year. And, of course, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, who ran in the 10.7s, I believe. But we all know her fastest time is 10.6 flat, right? She's gone 10.6 flat. So if somebody goes 10.65 and, and you're not having your best day, absolutely, they can beat you. And we know Shericka Jackson was not playing with anybody. The 29-year-old, she's firing on all cylinders. She also won a 200 in a 21:41. So she's most likely going to break FloJo's record. So I'm not saying anybody cheated. What I'm saying is track and field is about attention. Nobody cares if nobody's watching. Nobody cares who the fastest person is if nobody's watching. Sha'Carri Richardson has 3 million followers on Twitter. Sha'Carri Richardson is the face of track and field. Let me ask you this. Who won the long jump? Men's long jump. Who won men's pole vaulting? You don't know because you don't care, because those people aren't the most popular people. Did you know this? There was a draw in women's pole vaulting. There were 2 gold medals in women's pole vaulting. Did you know that? So what I'm saying is, most of those events people don't even know about. Don't even know about those events. They care about the most popular events. The most popular event that has always been is who is the fastest man on the planet. It's been that way since Jesse Owens. Okay? Fastest man, fastest woman. Everybody knows that America and Jamaica have been going at it for the last 15, 20 years. There's been no one to really be in our way. All right? Just us. We've been going at it in the relays. We've been going at it in the 100, the 200. Not so much in the 4 because that, the Bahamas gets in there. But the 4x4, the 4x4, that's also one of the hottest. It's either us or the Jamaicans. So what I'm saying is, I'm saying that how much less popular would the sport have been if Sha'Carri would have lost? How much money do you think would be lost if Sha'Carri lost that race? Now, mind you, she only won by like a millisecond because we all thought Sharika had it. Sharika thought she had it, but that's what I'm saying. There's some other things going on too. I don't even know if they ran the women's 800. I know they ran heats for it, but I haven't seen the results for a thing Mo. And this is all bringing me full circle because I was thinking this earlier in the year before Budapest even boom was a thing, because I was looking at what was going on with Bobby Curtsey. And this is what's getting me. Bobby Curtsey, man, something is going on with that dude. And I'm saying this because, listen, Bobby knows something we don't. Bobby knows something we don't. And Bobby Curtsey has, I don't even know if it's inadvertently, but I'm sure he knew that I'm sure he knew all the backlash that he was going to get because of Thing Mo ran 2 races this whole damn season. She ran once in Budapest, and that's just in the heats, in the 800 heats. And she ran the mile. She ran the 1500, and she got beat by Nikki Hiltz. Now, I'm not upset that she got beat by Nikki Hiltz, but let's put this all into perspective. You went out there, you got beat by Nikki Hiltz, who is the fastest American runner. We give that to Nikki. Nikki's a great athlete. But the problem is, on a world stage, Nikki Hiltz can't compete. Nikki Hiltz cannot compete on a world stage. We've seen it over and over and over again, and Nikki Hiltz doesn't even come in the top 5, not even top 6 or 7. Once you add in the might of Africa, once you add in Europe, and some other countries and continents, Nikki Hiltz can't run as fast as those people. But especially when you add in the Ethiopians and a mix of African countries that are in there, you can forget it. Once Africa is on the scene, Kip Yego has broken record after record after record. As a matter of fact, she didn't even have to break the record in Worlds this year. She didn't even bother. She ran a 3:54 or something. She didn't care. She crossed the line. She didn't even do her signature roll on the ground. She won. It was like, man, this is nothing. Something's not right. When I watch Worlds, I was like, what in the hell's going on? How did Sifan Hassan fall? Running against, who was it, Gide? You cannot tell me that Sifan Hassan wasn't tripped. You can't tell me she wasn't impeded. I'm not having it. I'm like, okay, no. And then you have the drama of Femme Cabal. Can somebody explain Femme Cabal to me? I just need some help. How does Sifan Hassan fall right before she crosses the line? How does Femme Cabal fall right before she crosses the line? How does the American relay, 400 relay team, how do they mess up that relay like that? It almost looked scripted. It looked like, nah, we're going to give somebody else a chance. It just looked so scripted to me. It was, how did Fred Curley not run hard enough in the heats? Fred Curley, tip-top shape, won Worlds the last time, comes out, takes it easy, gets beat by Tobago in the heats. How does Fred do that? And then gets on the mic with Lewis Johnson and says, I effed up. Something's not right. I didn't say it wasn't competitive. All right, I'm going to read your comments now. Yes, we beat Jamaica. I'm proud of our team. I'm just saying something wasn't right with this whole meet. It just looked like they were told to do certain things. Look, we all know FIFA. We all know the NBA, the NFL. We know these sports are fixed. We listen. We know that there are nefarious people who's got their hands all in sports. And if you think track is not one of them, you're seriously fooling yourself. You're seriously fooling yourself if you think track is 100% honest. It is not. It is not. How is it? Listen. You know what? Let me keep going. Let me read some of your comments. I don't look at it like that. See things up. All the thing is conspiracy theories. Let's just enjoy the moment. No, we'll see that's what this channel does. This channel started off as a sports channel, and it started off as the NFL was fixed. So I can't ignore my true roots of the channel. When I think I see something, especially in sports, I talk about it. So Pinot killed it in the long jump. Okay, I thought Meso had a chance in the long jump. I really didn't check out the long jump too much, so you're informing me. I disagree. Even though the American won the female long jump, right? I think, and then the cute chick from Cuba, I think she won the triple jump. So I disagree. This was competitive. I didn't say it wasn't competitive. More probability. Plus, Sha'Carri Richardson bounced back from adversity. She lost a race, and she also went through stuff with media. Yeah, I'm not saying none of that's true. I don't think you understand. I'm saying that somebody else had a hand in this. These runners did not. I've never seen so much falling in my life. I've never seen nothing like this, and I've been watching track for a very long time. I have never seen so many people fall. I've never seen it. I just never seen it. I've seen people dive, but I've never seen people come so close to the line and just fall out. I've never seen it. I'm not holding an L. I've never seen it. And then Thing Mo in her 800 semi looked like they tried to take her out. I'm trying to tell you, somebody's got their hand in this. Somebody's got their hand in this because this was just too much. This was too much. It was way too much. No, I'm always gonna believe what I believe, so I don't care what you say. Somebody had their hand in this, and it's gonna come out. It's going to come out. So sorry. Do I believe that Sha'Carri won fair and square? Listen, here's what I believe. I believe Sha'Carri Richardson is the fastest woman in the world right now. The fastest known woman in the world. Okay? I'm just looking at this thing from the very beginning. I'm looking at the things that fell out, like how Thompson didn't even qualify. It just seemed like from the middle of the season, things started to happen to make sure the end result was what it was. Elaine Thompson just mysteriously, Elaine Thompson switches coaches. And as a matter of fact, what she did was she left the best coach in Jamaica. And you know who her new coach is? Elaine Thompson's coach is her husband. That's who her coach is. Her husband. You cannot tell me that the Olympic double winner, the fastest woman on the planet, who ran a 10:54, who is close to breaking FloJo's record, all of a sudden has a fallout with her coach, and her coach don't want to talk to her and says she's disrespectful. And she has a fallout with her team. You know what this looks like to me? This looks like Le'Veon Bell to me. This looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers when they had Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, when they had a Super Bowl winning team and everybody knew they were going to win the Super Bowl. And then all of a sudden, Le'Veon Bell just started showing up late for practice. Didn't care, starts getting into it with Mike and everyone, and didn't like Big Ben, and then Antonio Brown just started acting up, then he was out, and it looks the same to me. And look what happened to Marion Jones. Look what happened to Marion Jones. Let's get back to the beginning or the mid-season. Elaine Thompson falls out, right? Look at this. Look how this went. Elaine Thompson falls out with her coach. You don't see her race. Then when she does race, where did she race? When it was time to qualify for Worlds. She didn't even qualify. But yet she's fast enough to run on the relay team or as a relay backup. She was in Budapest, wasn't she? She was a relay backup. Now go to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce runs 2 races the whole year. They said she had an injury. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what the injury was. Then when she does race, she comes out, blows everybody's doors off to qualify. She only ran to qualify. This seems to be the common theme. Shelly-Ann ran to qualify, and she qualified in the 2 and in the 1. Okay? So that happened, and it was just kind of strange to me, like, what's going on? We've also had some other stuff that's happened that you guys didn't pay attention to, like Blessing Okabari. Blessing Okabari, she ran the 100 in 10:6. And right after she ran that race, they found out she was doping. That's why you don't see her. She's from Nigeria. I think it's Nigeria. That's why you don't see her. She's a Nigerian sprinter. Blessing Okabari's been banned for drugs. And it's just like, okay. I see that going on. And then we look at Bobby Curtsey, and I look at Bobby Curtsey, and I'm going, for one, why are all these sprinters deciding to go with Bobby Curtsey? And it's like, well, Bobby's been around since Jackie Joyner. And I'm just like, okay, fine, we'll take that. Here's the thing, though. Why is Bobby Curtsey not running his runners? Why? Why is Bobby Kurtzy not running his run-ins? Here's the thing. If we don't watch track, nobody cares. We watch track because we want to see the fastest people in the world compete against each other. Keely Hodgkinson ran down Athing Mu and almost beat her. She had her broke down at the end of that race last year. Keely Hodgkinson comes out and runs all these great races. And one of them, she ran a 158. She was just exhausted. It was like, whoa, what happened to Keely? The next time she came out, she ran a 155. A 155. When I saw that 155, I said, listen, if Athing Mu doesn't come back out here and run, and Keely keeps hitting 155 with nobody to be found, she blew everyone away. Next runner ran a 158. She dusted every. Listen, she's going to beat Athing Mu. Athing Mu shows up once to run in the mile and gets beat. Why are you running the mile, Athing? We love you, but you're not going to go to Budapest and run the mile. You're not going to get beat by Nikki Hiltz and then go to Budapest and win in the mile. You're not going to do it. You're not. There are too many talented people in the mile. That's all they do. They're not vacillating from the mile to something shorter. They're running the mile and up, not the mile and under. You're going to get your ass tore off. And she didn't even run in the mile. She showed up and ran in the semis in the 8. Yeah. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, just watching Worlds, I'm telling you, listen, I've been following track all this year. I've been, studying it left and right as much, without not getting too deep. But I was like, something's not right here. How all of these good runners just fell off. How Cindy Mack just fell off. She has an injury. All the top runners had an excuse. All the ones who won worlds, all the ones who had the world records, none of them performed this year. None of the American ones. All of the, except Sha'Carri Richardson. I give it to Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri was running those meets, except the one that she pulled out of. She actually didn't pull out of. She pulled out of the 100, the finals. She qualified for the finals in the 100. She pulled out, and Jose Talu pulled out, and another American runner, the one who's owns the 60, who's second in the 60, she pulled out. And people were upset at Sha'Carri Richardson. You know the excuse why she said she pulled out? She said she got an injury. Next thing you know, she shows up in Nairobi or something, running a 21:08 with her arms out. When these people say they're injured, they're not injured. It's just an easy way to shut us up. No, it's not that, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, something's not right. I'm telling you, it's not about consistency, bro. It's not about consistency. It's about lying to us. Somebody's got their hand in a cookie jar, and I think it starts with Bob Kurtzy. Even Michael Johnson commented on it. He was upset because Cindy Mack, CML wasn't at Worlds. something's going on. Listen, it wouldn't surprise me if one of these runners get tested dirty. I think let me explain something to you. The women's no, listen to me. Listen to me. Women's 100 hurdle. Did you see the race? Did you see the race? The women's 100 hurdle. End result, Camacho Quinn, I think she took either first or she took either second or third. And then Kenny Harrison. Okay, Camacho Quinn took third. Harrison took second. And the young lady from Jamaica took first. Nobody thought she was going to take first. She took first. When you look at the time, you're just like, Kenny Harrison just ran a 12:21 in the semis. But yet she loses to a 12:40 or something like that. It was just like, okay. But this is what really got me. When they introduced the women, they introduced the woman who has the world record, the Nigerian, who has the world record, right? And when they introduced her, they said she was banned because she missed 3 drug testings in a row. 3 drug testings in a row. Listen what I'm saying though. Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. You're not listening, bro. Anyway, I'm going to just keep talking. She missed 3 drug testings in a row, but she protested and they cleared her to run in Budapest. So she came out and ran. And what place did she come in? She came in like 5th or 6th. She wasn't even close to the world record times that she runs. Wasn't even close. I'm not frustrated with you, bro. This isn't personal between me and you. I'm just passionate about track. But no, we cool, man. Please. I don't care about it that much. It doesn't do anything for me. What I'm saying is, when they said she skipped 3 tests, what happened when she came back out? Boom. She lost drastically. We seen the same thing with who? Coleman. Coleman missed 3 tests. Boom, comes out, loses. We seen the same thing over and over again. And this is how you can start to tell who's on the juice and who's not. When they skip those tests 3 times, then they come out, they always lose. And now I'm starting to think that they are, here's what I'm starting to think, man. I'm starting to think that they're, hold on a second, let me go back. I think Sha'Carri was scripted because Shelly-Ann had an injury and Sha'Carri was in the 9th lane. Good points. Do we know what injury Shelly-Ann had? Because she came in 3rd place. Who do you know that's injured comes in 3rd place in one of the fastest races in history? What injury did she have? Because she didn't get the mommy rocket start that she usually gets, but nonetheless, she still beat the field. And the winning time, oh, how's that cap? The winning time was 10:65. Listen, the winning time wasn't 10:08. It wasn't 10-9 or something slight. The winning time was 10:65. Oh, bro. I'm just saying something happened. Something's not right. Something's not right. I am not taking anything from Richardson. Here's what you don't understand. What we're saying is we're not saying Sha'Carri Richardson didn't run her fastest. We're saying Shelly Ann didn't run hers. That's what we're saying. We're saying we want to know what happened to Shelly Ann Fraser Price. And if you look at the comments under these races, they're asking the same question. No, see, nobody knows these injuries that are happening. Okay, tell me, what's Cindy McLaughlin's injury? What's Cindy McLaughlin's injury? A thing Mo has only run 2 races this whole track season, and that just burns my ass right there. That just pissed me off. Cindy Mack has only run what? 2 races? 2 400s? And one of them, she ran a 48.74. The American record held by Richard Ross is 48.70. And here's the kick in the ass. Paulino runs a 48.77. But Paulino is the world champion? No. No. Nope. I'm not having that. Fem Cabal, who falls at the line. Boom, America wins. America was going to win anyway because Effion had her. Fem Cabal falls at the line, turns around, gets revenge, wins the 400, blows everybody away by running a 50 point. And all of a sudden, she's the world champion. No, she's not the world champion. We all know who the world champion is in the hurdles. That is Cindy McLaughlin. We all know who the world champion is in the 400 flat. That is Cindy McLaughlin. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. And it's pissing us off. And it pissed off Michael Johnson because he tweeted about Cindy. And we were all like, yes, Michael, what is really going on? Why is Bobby Kurtzy not letting the star? Listen, I don't want Bobby Kurtzy to have no more of our stars. No more. I don't want him to coach nobody else. If she's a star, I don't want him to have anything to do with any more of our female stars. I just don't. People ask the thing, Mo, why she isn't running. She was like, this is what Bobby Kurtzy wants to do. No, screw that. Screw that. I'm not tuning in because of what Bobby Kurtzy's doing. I'm tuning in because of what you're doing. How's Bobby Kurtzy going to tell you not to run for a whole season just because you got a bypass to Paris? You got to bypass to Budapest. Don't run. What? This is for the fans. How about this, Bobby Kurtzy? None of us tune in to watch any of your athletes. How about we boycott Bobby Kurtzy? How about that? Since you won't let your athletes run, how about we boycott you, Bobby Kurtzy? Whenever a Thing Mo shows up, we tune out. We don't watch it. We wait till it comes on YouTube. We make sure whoever's broadcasting it gets no views from it. When Cindy shows up, we make sure we don't watch it. Yeah, we don't watch none of your runners. Screw that. How about we just boycott you? Because you decide you don't want anybody to run and nobody knows what the hell's going on. I could see if Bobby Kurtzy came and made a statement. But all we get is this bull crap as if we're not important. If there are no butts in seats, then nobody gives a damn how fast the Thing Mo can run. Nobody cares. The Thing Mo is not changing our lives, but she's worth millions of dollars. And all of a sudden, she's a diva and she's not running. Let's boycott Bobby Kurtzy. This is what I say. You don't care about us, we don't care about you. Something's not right with track. And I'm going to say it again. All of these star runners just falling out. It's just, even the announcers were like, we haven't seen anything like this before. No one has seen anything like this before. It's like they were told to just mess things up. And we've seen the same thing in football. Quarterbacks running backwards, people missing the ball on purpose, people not wanting to pick the ball up, Cam Newton. And I'm just sick of it. I'm hurt because it's a sport that I love. I love to watch. And you people are playing with what I love. It's your boy Tone 202. I'm just venting. Enjoy your day.